Alright, welcome to my Dragon Ball Super gameplay and review video. I've waited so long for this video. So very long. Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and Bulma are all currently in Fortnite. Most of you are probably aware of this. Now, obviously, Fortnite is about making money, so they did this very strategically. They split Goku and Vegeta up. So if you want them both, you gotta pay for them both. There's no gigantic bundle to get them all. So they did that pretty smartly. They separated the two, in my opinion, weaker skins with the two stronger skins, forcing you to either choose one or buy them both. So first is the Goku and Beerus bundle. This is the bigger one, so I think this is going to cost more V-Bucks. If we go to gift it, it's going to tell us the exact price, 2,700. But Goku comes with a pickaxe, as you can see here, his power pole, and the back bling. And they interact with each other, which is cool. Beerus just comes with his Oracle Fish, aka the Seer Fish. He can see the future. And you also get this nice loading screen, and Goku comes with the transformation emote right here. It's a built-in transformation. You go from normal to Super Saiyan 1. Then you can do it again, and you transform again, Super Saiyan Blue. Then you can do it again. Ultra Instinct. Are you kidding me? And then you can revert back, and also on that last style you lose your shirt. So the loading screen here depicts the three stages, again Super Saiyan Blue and Ultra Instinct. Beerus unfortunately can't transform, and he does not have any styles. So 2,700 for that. Vegeta and Bulma, this is a smaller bundle, so it's not as expensive. Let's see, it's 2,300. So I thought it would be actually cheaper than that. So Vegeta comes with 4 different styles. Bulma comes with 2 different styles. You can see she's got the red scarf on there. And then her Capsule Corp Lab coat. Pretty sweet. Now Vegeta does come with the transformation, aka the built-in emote. What does he possess? Well, let's take a look. Super Saiyan 1. Then he can transform again. You got to do the emote again. And he'll go to Super Saiyan Blue. And then he can do it one more time. Not a lot of people were expecting this, but this is Super Saiyan Blue Evolved. And then he can revert back. So Super Saiyan Blue Evolved is basically going beyond Super Saiyan Blue. I know it's a little confusing if you haven't watched Dragon Ball Super, but basically it's Vegeta's final form, at least as of Dragon Ball Super. Then we got the Dragon Ball Gear Bundle. So this one comes with 5 items. Let's see how much it really costs. We go to gift it to someone, 1,800. And with this one you get the Nimbus Cloud, which is Goku's iconic flying Nimbus. You get Vegeta's Saiyan Pod, or the Space Pod. That's what all Saiyans rode in when they went to conquer planets. You get Kami's Shell. This is basically what Master Roshi had on. And Kami's Staff. This is from the Namekian Kami, who is the guardian of the Earth at the start of Dragon Ball Z. And then the Fusion Ha Synced Emote. I love this. So a grand total of 6,800 V-Bucks if you want them all. 6,800 V-Bucks. Wow, that's a lot of V-Bucks. Let's just go to the V-Bucks tab right here. So the cheapest way to get all of it would be to buy the 5,000 V-Bucks plus the 2,800 V-Bucks, and that's a whopping $51.98. $51.98 in order to get every single item in the Dragon Ball Super collaboration. That's a lot of money. So the question you're probably asking yourself, or your parents, is it worth that much money? And that's what my review is here to help you with. So let me just quickly run through them in the locker, and then we'll look at some actual gameplay. So you can select whichever style you want, which is cool. You got Son Goku, Super Saiyan, you got Super Saiyan Blue, and then Ultra Instinct. And it's cool because the eyes actually reflect the eyes in the anime. So for example, Super Saiyan Blue, his eyes are blue. Super Saiyan 1, his eyes are green, and default, his eyes are black. And Ultra Instinct, they're that grayish color. So that's just like on the show. I really enjoy that. Now, the first thing I want to point out is that the default style of Goku is very, very scrawny. And I think that's just how he looks in Dragon Ball Super. In Dragon Ball Z, he's a little more buff, but they kind of changed him a little bit. And then, of course, he looks pretty normal in his Ultra Instinct one. But when you compare him to Vegeta, you'll see the difference, especially in this first form. The other thing to note is that Goku's hair is not as huge as Vegeta's. His Super Saiyan 1 form, yeah, it's kind of big. Same thing for Blue there. But his Ultra Instinct, of course, almost mimics his first style. So it's not as bad, and this is the form most people like. Me personally, I just love the Super Saiyan 1. But I'll take all these other ones as well. So Goku, pretty good. Now Vegeta, who's my favorite character, unfortunately, has a massive hairdo. I mean, look, it's so big it takes up the whole screen. And I posted this on Twitter, and some people that don't even play Fortnite said, why does his hair take up 1/4 of the screen? So it's definitely noticeable right off the bat. And I don't remember his hair being that big in the anime, but I don't know. I think they could have shortened it just a little bit. I mean, that is pretty big. That is my #1 complaint that I'm seeing right now, is that his hair is just, bam, it's big. But like I was saying, you can see how ripped Vegeta is, especially in his default form. And then as you power up, he gets more and more ripped. I mean, look at the creases in his arms. When you go from 1 to 2, boom, he gets more. Because he's definitely bulking up. And then Super Saiyan Blue evolved as his final form. And he's just incredibly ripped. Like I said, Beerus does not come with any styles or anything fancy. But he does have a secret reactivity. I'm going to save that for another video. But his ears are so big that you can't even see him on the preview here. And he's obviously wearing his God of Destruction garb. And then Bulma, I saw a lot of people complain about her because they made her super slender. Yikes. I mean, she's not really that skinny in the show. I'm not sure why they did that to her. I don't know if her hitbox is affected at all, but that is a tiny frame. A little more bulky with the lab coat. I like Bulma though. Okay, so I'm going to have a friend of mine come in here. He's a huge Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super fan just like me. And it's his birthday soon. So he wanted to be in this review so badly. We're going to get him in here. He's going to help me out. He's going to help me review these. I'm going to start with Goku. Alright, so here we go. I've got the Nimbus Cloud equipped. If you've already played any matches, you guys have probably seen this glider already because you can get it as a mythic ability, and I absolutely love it. Incredible. So let's look at the deploy animation. You can see he goes sky high, and then he lands right on the cloud. This was obviously more prevalent in the Dragon Ball series as opposed to Dragon Ball Z and Super, but sometimes he busts it out, just occasionally. Let's see if there's a contrail. I can't tell if his feet, they almost look like they're glowing gold, but you know, he does have that gold wrapping on there as well. I don't see any contrail or any after effects either. Still, it's not a bad glider. I think it's on par with the Saiyan Pod, which we'll check out next on Vegeta. So my friend Tyler's down there as well. I'm going to grab some weapons to see how my wrap went. Okay, so the first thing to note is that just like it said in the item shop, the pickaxe is interactable with the back bling. So it's a huge pull, and it kind of extends when you pull it out. Yeah, you can swing it for a few, Tyler. Let's check this out. So it's got kind of a unique animation as well. I don't see much of a contrail there. Let me swing it on my end too. And it's got like that white after image effect. But it's definitely large. Let me see what it looks like when you run with it. Oh, he puts it away when you run. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it takes up almost, well, it's actually larger than the character himself. But you can see in the intro I mentioned that this version of Goku is a little bit scrawny. A little bit less muscular. The hair, he's nodding his head. Yes, Tyler agrees with that. The hair looks phenomenal, though. I absolutely love that. You can see the cel-shaded effect. Very nice. The sheath for the pole, I thought it would be a bright red, but it's not. It's kind of like a off-shade orange. But I don't really remember him using this pole other than in Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, that is. I'm sure maybe he busted out a few times, just like the Nimbus. Ooh, the color gets a little different in the daylight. Look at that. Kind of goes from that awesome orange to, again, that weird off-shade color. But, you know, that's how he looks. Looks pretty clean other than the skinny scrawniness here. So the wrap I picked is absolutely horrible. I thought it would look way better than this. But, again, as I mentioned, the cel-shaded is just so hard to match up with. Let me see if Tyler has a wrap on. Let's see what he's rocking. Oh, my goodness. Okay, he's got the holographic one on. That's not, it's not quite up to par there. But, again, you can see just how much it pops out because of the cel-shaded effect. So let me just see if there's a splash effect. Actually, I'm going to whack you in the face for a second, Tyler. Here, pop this real quick. I doubt there's any secret reactivity here, but I just want him to have some shield for when I bibbity-bop him in the face with this pole here. So it sounds pretty normal. Actually, that's a nice sound effect. And I didn't see a splash. Let me just go hit the rock a few times, too. Okay, goes right through the rock. Come on, there we go. I don't know. Looks kind of normal to me, a little cel-shaded in there, but nothing too fancy. I wasn't expecting much from this pole, but it is quite large. That is a big pickaxe, but it definitely suits Goku. So now, obviously, as I mentioned, he does come with the Goku's Charging Up built-in emote. So I'm going to have Tyler do this. We're going to stand... Actually, I'll stand right here. Okay, go ahead and cycle through the first one. He glitched it out. So if you do it really quick, just like that, it'll instantly transform your hair. And then you have to go through all of them again to get them back to normal. So once you do it, you got to let it go for a second. Okay, let's try again. Go ahead. So this is the first one. You can see the rocks fly up. And then it lingers for a second. Okay, stay like that for a second. Check this out. The hair is phenomenal. So the difference here with Vegeta is that his hair kind of goes straight to the right, whereas Goku's is more top heavy. So this one looks more appropriate, and we'll see that with Vegeta. But other than that, and his eyes, oh, he does look a bit angrier. I mean, that is an angry face. I think his face did actually get angrier. Crazy. But you can see the golden eyebrows, and the awesome light-colored eyes. Okay, let's go ahead and go to the next stage. That was Super Saiyan 1. And we're going Super Saiyan Blue. So again, he still looks pretty mad. And the hair is exactly the same, except it's that awesome bluish color. Nothing else changes other than the eyebrows and the eye color itself. Pretty sweet. All right, let's go to Ultra Instinct. So you're going to see his shirt actually rip off here. Boom! That's so cool. That's kind of like how he looked when he fought Frieza towards the end as well. And there's the smaller hair. I always wondered what color that is. It's almost like an ash gray, but a little bit of shade of purple in there too. I like it. So obviously he looks way more ripped there. Look at that comparison side by side. But the hair, just flawless. So that is really cool. So let me just show you how you can mess this up. So as soon as you do the Goku's Charging Up, if you press up or anything, you instantly transform. You can just boom and do that again and boom. Okay, now revert back. If you do it one more time, it's kind of cool. He kind of fades away and goes back. Whoop. Oh, he brushes his hand away too. I didn't notice that before. So other than you selecting your styles manually, you have to actually go through all of these if you want to get your Saiyan of choice here. But again, you can just move around and make it instantly do it. Pretty cool. So it's not reactive. I know a lot of people were freaking out like, oh, I can't get 5 kills to get a reactive Super Saiyan or Ultra Instinct or Super Saiyan Blue. You don't have to worry about that. They took care of it for you. And if you want the default, you can get the default. And you can select every style or any style that you want right off spawn, which is so very cool. All right, so now I wanted to test the boosting key as well as charging up. So let's just do, this is what it looks like normally. Obviously you got the whitish glow because I'm not Super Saiyan or any special form. In this one, same thing. So what I wanted to see is when we actually transform, do those change? Okay, so we're Super Saiyan now. Let's do the boosting. Oh man, see, that should be yellowish. Okay, well that one didn't change. How about the charging up? Nothing doing there. Okay, Tyler's getting a kick out of that. How about with Super Saiyan Blue? I'm assuming it's not going to do anything with these either. Nothing doing there. This one. No, okay. Maybe Ultra Instinct? If we're lucky. Come on. No, I can't. It didn't even get any larger, did it? Let's see this one. No. Okay, so no change whatsoever. That's a little disappointing. But, like I said, there is a secret reactivity with the Beerus character. We'll have to show you that in a little bit. Okay, so I think that's all there is to it for Goku. A solid character. I would give this at least a 9 out of 10. The only complaint I saw on social media is that he's not strong enough in the first few forms, but he does bulk up in the Ultra Instinct one. So now we're going to check out Vegeta. Alright, here we go. Vegeta, my favorite character in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Here's the Space Pod, aka the Saiyan Pod. So you can see he has that little remote control, and you hear it beep, and then the Saiyan Pod comes into existence. It's got a nice after image effect there. Let's see if there's a contrail. Just slightly. You can't really see the front of the pod though. Maybe if I... It basically looks like a giant eye. That's what it reminds me of. But it's pretty cool. So I think, if I remember correctly, the controller that he's using there, Bulma has one of those, and she accidentally blows one of the Saiyan pods up, trying to get it to fly, I think. That happened at the start in the Saiyan saga. But a pretty cool glider. He does ride on the top. He doesn't ride in it, but I'm wondering when you press that button if you're kind of invincible for a second, because he's standing on nothing. He presses that button and then boom, the Saiyan pod comes in. But pretty sweet. I like that one better than the Nimbus, in my opinion. Okay, so I picked a blue and yellow wrap for the skin. And again, because he's cel-shaded, it doesn't really look right, but it's not bad. It's not a bad looking wrap. So Vegeta's got his Saiyan armor on. Here, let me go up to Tyler here so we can see the front. But he looks pretty good. Vegeta's always looking mad, so that face is usually what you're going to see with Vegeta. That's awesome. But you can see how far the hair protrudes to the right, and especially when you aim down sights, it definitely takes up a lot of the screen. So I can see why that would annoy some people, but it's not that overwhelming for me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm used to seeing Vegeta, but yeah, his hair is pretty big there compared to Goku's. But I love this classic outfit that Vegeta's got on. You'll see this in the Frieza saga a lot in Dragon Ball Z. Perfect. Sometimes he wears some pretty goofy outfits. The pink shirt comes to mind in the Trunks saga, but he's agreeing. I love Vegeta. He's so awesome. Let's see, what else can we show on Vegeta? I went with a Naruto pickaxe because, I don't know. And he's got the Rick and Morty, the Snake Jazz pickaxe. So any cel-shaded item is going to go perfect with any of these characters. That one actually looks pretty sweet. I'm going to chop his head off. Yeet! Oh, too bad that doesn't work. Look, I'm swinging right through his face. Nothing's happening. Awesome. So Tyler, go ahead and let's cycle through his transformations. Let's see what he's got. So obviously that's his default. He's powering up to Super Saiyan. It's pretty sweet. You can see, well, it's dark now, but you can definitely notice the increased muscles. There's more creases in his shirt, like I mentioned at the start of the video. The hair doesn't get any bigger. It just looks much, much cooler. Okay, go ahead and transform again. Super Saiyan Blue. Again, the hair doesn't actually change. The eyebrows and the eyes do, of course. I don't think he got any more ripped there, but the hair still the same size. All right, let's see his last form. The Blue Evolved. Yeah, that shade is just so awesome. I mean, that matches his Saiyan armor so nicely. I love this. How can you hate Vegeta? One of the best characters in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super. Flawless. And he looks so angry all the time. I love it. Okay, so let me just try. I doubt it's going to work, but let me charge up real quick. And we're going to try the charging and boosting emotes. Yeah, go figure. Nothing doing. You know what? We didn't show the synced emote. Let's do fusion real quick. So this is what it looks like. Such a classic dance. Boom! I love it. Too bad you can't really transform. Okay, so Tyler, which of Vegeta styles do you like best? What do you got for me?
Honest, I gotta go with Super Saiyan Blue Evolved.
Nice. All right, here we go. Lord Beerus, the god of destruction. Looks like it's complete darkness right now. So I got the flying Nimbus on him. So Tyler is Bulma, but we're going to look at Mr. Beerus first. So I got Kami's staff. Doesn't look like there's much of a contra. I'm going to bop Bulma in the face. Bop, bop. Okay, didn't look like much of a splash there either. Let me come over here. I mean, let's see a little bit. So the back bling is pretty funny. The Oracle Fish or the Seer Fish can see visions of the future. And look at him. Let's see if he does anything. The water definitely splashes around. He does kind of move a little bit. Yeah, he's looking around. You can't pet him, can you, Tyler? Does it let you pet him? Like a pet? No, nothing doing there. So it looks like when you jump, his tail goes straight up. That is weird. Let me just see if this is reactive, the back bling. So, Tyler, I'm going to, unfortunately, bibbity bop you here. We're going to see if the back bling does anything. Here we go. Nope, he did not move at all. Okay, so I'm going to save this for another video as well, but just briefly, I will show you that if you use the boosting key or charging up emote, something special happens. So you saw with Goku and Vegeta, it's the grayish white aura. But watch what happens with Beerus. Look at that. That is awesome. I mean, that is incredible. Tyler says it all right there. So that was the boosting one. Here's the charging up. Now, why couldn't they have done this with like Super Saiyan Blue, any of that? I'm not sure why. It'd be so cool to see the reflective colors like that, just like they did here with Beerus. Man, that is awesome. All right, let's take a look at Bulma. So Tyler's got the Dragon Radar equipped. Let me just pop right up here. I don't think the Dragon Radar does really anything. It shows the 4 Dragon Balls there, but I don't think there's any way to manipulate that. It'd be cool if it like showed, I don't know, a supply drop or treasure chest nearby or something. So a lot of people on social media complaining that Bulma is way too skinny. You can see her frame there. I mean, even compared to Beerus, look how small her butt, or everything on her backside is. She's just so small. I love the haircut though. She's got a nice color scheme. Okay, so even though Tyler already did the first style for Bulma, I equipped her just so I can see what she looks like with the shell on. And now he's got the lab coat, the Capsule Corp one. So we'll check that out as well. So I've got the Nimbus going here, plus Kami's staff, which you've already seen both of those. The shell doesn't look bad. I thought it would be a lot bigger, so that's actually pretty clean. It covers her entire back. Wow. So let's see what lab coat Bulma looks like. Still got the Dragon Radar on. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of this one. If I was to run Bulma, I would definitely run the style I have on here. And not that one. I don't know. That just... It doesn't look like the Bulma I remember. When does she ever wear the lab coat? I'm going to have to go back and look. Or I'll ask Tyler here after I unmute him, because I don't really recall her wearing that all too much. But the fact that they put it on there... She's got a lot of green on there, though. That's kind of cool. But this scarf. I love my Maya skin, and the scarf just reminds me of Maya. But the hair looks to be the same. Let me see. Yeah, both these haircuts are identical. So you can either pick the lab coat or this one. Let's see if anything happens when you boost or charge up. Imagine she had like a Super Saiyan aura. That'd be crazy. Bulma going Super Saiyan. So there you go. That is my review and gameplay of every single Dragon Ball item in this bundle. Is it worth $51.98? It just depends how big of a fan you are. If you're even remotely into Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super, I'd say this is 100% worth it. If you're not, and you only had to choose one of these, I'd definitely go with Goku and Beerus. As much as I love Vegeta, a lot of people are turned off by that hair, and you probably wouldn't ever run Bulma if you don't even know who she is. But the fact that Beerus has that special interaction with the emotes that you can get for free, and Goku has 4 different transformations, this bundle right here is well worth it. So if nothing else, just get the Goku and Beerus bundle. But like I said, if you're a fan of Vegeta or Dragon Ball Z or Super, you gotta get the whole thing. I don't know about the gear bundle. Really, you only need the Space Pod and the Nimbus Cloud. I don't think I'd ever run either of these, but the Synced Fusion Hot emote is pretty sweet. So there you go. In my opinion, this is the greatest bundle or set to ever grace Fortnite. However, as you heard, I'm the biggest Dragon Ball Super and Z fan out there, so I'm definitely biased. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator Code, which is tabortime.